Hello guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and this is my explanation for what happened tonight. So did the live stream for Game of Thrones. I decided to use the mirror and everyone seemed to think it was a great idea. I thought it probably wasn't a good idea. I've never done a live stream like that before where I showed an image, had the mirror up, and I would take it down for a couple minutes and then I'd throw it back up and then I would kind of like flip-flop it and blur the image a little, but I don't know what gets picked up and what doesn't. All I know is it got picked up. I've gotten bans before and blocks before on videos many a time. They usually just like give you a disclaimer like, hey, you did this wrong and blah, 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 and you fix it and it goes back up. I've never had it happen on a live stream before. Apparently what they do is someone manually saw it and immediately flagged YouTube. YouTube pulled the video. I can't even get the video. Normally when a video gets banned or something's copyrighted, you still have the video. You could edit it up yourself, or you could at least download it for your own personal use. I was like doing a pre-show for like a good 30, 40 minutes before that, setting up stuff like that. The entire video got pulled and it's nowhere to be found. It is gone. Basically, I know not to do that next time. The good thing is I've never gotten a strike or anything like that before. So what they did was they said, you are banned from live streaming for 1 week. So I could do everything else. I could upload, I could chat, I could do everything. I can't live stream though. I think it said something else too, like I might not be able to do my customized thumbnails. I don't know. All I know is I can't live stream for sure for a week. Then I have 90 days till the strike is lifted and then I'm back to normal. After that, you get strikes on your channel, they stick, I'm assuming. So it is the end of the world. In 90 days, I'll get it removed. And I can't live stream for 1 week. So took a chance, guys. I took a risk. Now I know what I can and cannot get away with. So when I say I can't use the mirror, now I know from experience, I really can't use the mirror. Because when I was saying it, I was like, well, this is what people told me. I've seen before where people have mirrors in the background. I've never seen where people had mirrors that they would like take on and off the wall. Like I literally was holding it and flipping it down and up and stuff. Granted, I did have it up a good while, but it wasn't like consistently, and I had it angled where you could only see half the screen and it was blurred a lot. So I didn't think it was a big deal. It was a half a screen of a blurred image that had horrible lighting, and I only showed it like half the time. But clearly that is not allowed, guys. So I had to learn it the hard way. But what I ended up doing was we paused it. I got everything back together and I recorded the rest. The only thing that sucked is when everything went down, it closed me out of YouTube and literally made me take a copyright course. I had to finish the course with 100% accuracy before they let me into the channel. Once I did that, they let me into the channel and I immediately started recording again. Only thing is you have no visual of the show because I had literally one monitor down. I had it set up in the living room and everything went to hell. The exact scene it's at is when Euron is about to go sleep with Cersei after he brought her the Golden Company. So that is where it starts because that is where the feed cut off and we started reacting on a different recording after that because they pulled and took my original recording. Also, when it knocked out the other monitor because YouTube froze, it changed my microphone back to this, my headset, and my headset was sitting on the floor. So the new microphone I bought specifically for this live stream basically was useless. It was playing off my mic on my headset, which was on the floor. So it's not the greatest sound quality either. When I talk loud, it actually like rumbles like thunder. Don't ask me why it did this, but at least the visual is much better than Walking Dead. The camera is significantly better. By next week, everything will be figured out. Now that this was my mock demo run. I did a setup in my room. Everything worked fine, but I thought when I went to the living room that it would transition equally. I guess not. So next week, now that I already know what I'm in for, next week I'll set up a little earlier and I'll have everything figured out and we will not use the mirror. Right after this, you're going to see the remainder of me and my sister reacting. I'm sorry about the quality of the audio. The visual is great. I think the visual looks great. The new camera's awesome. But the microphone stopped working, so I apologize for the audio, and I apologize for there not being any video of the Game of Thrones. But maybe, like I said, I'll add it in. But you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think after. Comments down below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. After this, just watch. Then, peace. Before we begin, we will start with another shot Me and my sister will cheers to the conclusion of the first episode. Game of Thrones.
Oh, you know what's cool about this too?
Distilled and blended north of the wall.
I love that.
All right, guys, so we're going to finish it up. Euron likes playing games, and he's basically saying, I want to bed you, queen, because he technically did what he said. He said he would bring her the Iron Company, or Golden Company.
Right, yeah.
He said, I'll bring you the Golden Company, and he got her, and remember, he brought her the Sand Snakes and killed the ladies of Dorne.
Yep.
She basically nodded and welcomed Euron into her bedchambers. The Mountain doesn't look happy about it.
The Mountain looks bluer.
Yeah, the Mountain looks...
The
Mountain is a giant smurf in this episode. He shot a dragon. He's using that as a line. See...
Oh, God.
Was this like his reward?
I don't know.
Or, like, is he just partying?
I think he's just hanging.
She wants Bronn to murder somebody. Oh. I'm assuming she wants Bronn to kill Tyrion, right? Is that what she said?
Yeah, he said brothers. Does he mean Jaime too?
Because he goes poetic justice, and remember, Tyrion killed the father with the crossbow. You know
oh
that,
my God,
right?
I didn't even make that connection.
Because he's saying a poetic justice, and it's the crossbow.
Him killing him, but yeah, I didn't even think of the crossbow.
Now, did Cersei purposely bang Euron because she's pregnant, and now she could tell people it's Euron's baby, even though it's not? Jesse actually thought of that.
Sneaky biatch. It reminds me of Jaime, like in the first season.
I think she really does like that because Jaime was cocky and an ass like that. Jaime's like a nice dude now, and she don't like nice dudes.
And he basically told her off and left.
People were thinking that was the last episode of the trailer right before she died because she looked like sad but defeated, but like, I'm just going to drink my wine, and it was the first episode. So that theory is beat, guys. Oh. It's Greyjoy's ship.
Yay! They're saving her.
Theon.
Theon's not useless.
Mr. Theon. But who's he with? His people? Oh, yeah, that's right. The season ended, right? Where he proved himself, where he fought the guy that need him in the non-balls.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh.
He need him in the non-ball. I watched everything 100 times today. Sure. I got a lot of background. But she's mad because he deserted her, but he came back.
Right.
Honestly, everyone gave Theon shit for that.
She's like, alright, well, cool.
Yeah. But, like, everyone gave Theon shit for that. But honestly, I get it. People are like, then he should have just died and sacrificed himself just to prove a point. Honestly, even though he ran for selfish reasons, both them dying wouldn't have solved anything. Now he saved her, and they actually can do something. They definitely made the color scheme better. Like, look how green he is. He's way greener than I remember. I said this in the trailer, guys. Someone pointed out that he's supposed to be greener, but they, emphasized it for the last season.
I feel like there's more color on their wings and stuff.
Yeah, like their scale. I don't know what you'd call that, but the webbing between this. Definitely. She's telling Jon to climb on. I like how Danny just assumes he can.
Die, Jon.
Is she assuming her dragons will allow it because she is the mother? Or she's just like, get on this dragon and risk it? Which one is that? Which one's the green one? Viserion's the one that got taken. There's Drogon. Rhaegal. That might be Rhaegal. Which would be funny because he's Rhaegar's son. Rhaegar. I think that's Rhaegal. Which means he is riding his father's dragon, so to speak. I know it's not his father's because they were born after he died. But it was the one named after his father. We have an epic dragon.
Dragons have so much fun.
The dragons are flying around Winterfell, and Jon is on them. He is flailing all over. I feel like he would have fallen off, but that is amazing.
Tyrion's like, I tried to pet one once, got mad at me. Now Jon's riding it.
He learned how to ride dragons very quickly, but it's very cool looking. I wish they went further out and higher up and saw the Night's King. Am I saying that right?
But see, now
I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
I honestly wasn't listening because I was thinking he's fire and ice, so maybe the dragon senses that there's Targaryen.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
That's what I meant.
But I'm wondering why Daenerys just assumed it, because she don't know that.
She's just a gutsy bra.
They're doing deep canyon diving. I feel like Daenerys has an upper hand in this, but Jon seems to be holding his own, and he's flying all over. Jon looks like he's flying all over. I want them to I hope they get high enough where they can see the Night King walking towards them. I don't think that's going to happen, or maybe it will. Look at Dany giving him looks like, you ain't got shit. They have landed on a mountaintop. Where are they? Look how green he is. That's awesome. Yeah, he's very green. I like that. What is it?
What does she look sad? We can stay 1,000 years. Oh, she's just happy. No, it's
is that the same waterfall as Ingrid?
I feel like that was like a similar conversation they had in the cave too, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was a waterfall.
Forever.
Yeah. Yeah, she said that.
I don't like it.
That was literally, yeah. Ingrid, they went through the waterfall. She said we could stay here forever. Is that the same waterfall? Because that'd be really creepy, but I doubt it. Because they were.
Ladies there.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. He just rode the dragon. I'm pretty sure he's content.
Where did she get those nice leather gloves?
Look at the dragons. That looked really good.
Ooh.
Awkward. I offered him to retain his lands.
So
Jorah looks devastated because Jorah knows he saved his life, and now Jorah's got to like watch her say, "I killed your family." And Sam's being optimistic, but his brother's dead too.
Aww.
I'm wondering if Sam was going to tell her the news, and now he's like, I'm kind of upset now. I'll see you later. I feel horrible laughing, but that's just so... Like, you haven't seen your friend in forever, and he's like, so how you been? Well, your girlfriend executed my father and brother.
Your girlfriend?
And he didn't even know. Like, literally, that's like my best friend's girlfriend murdered my family. You need to end this war. Would you have done it? No. Oh, he did, though. Remember, he killed Ollie and them.
Right. He hung them.
But they actually killed him. They actually killed him.
Yeah, they stabbed him.
Randall and Dickon weren't.
A bunch of times.
Yeah. That Randall and Dickon weren't killing Daenerys. They were just opposing to her wishes.
Respectfully, too,
yeah.
if I remember.
No, yeah, they were like...
Yeah.
They're pretty honorable guys. Especially Dickon. Randall might have been a prick most of the time, but...
Yeah. Sam's acting pretty nonchalant.
I know.
All this whole combo's going on.
It's almost like he just expected Jon to like be like, oh.
Yeah, no.
It's the truth. You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
True.
Question.
That's true. It's like, I did it first.
I think she's too like power hungry. I don't know if she would.
Sam's like,
Old
yeah,
Danny would.
isn't that great? You
Danny,
get to rule all this. Oh wait, we're about to all die. What is it? It's the guy that leads the Night's Watch.
I've always had blue eyes.
What's his name? He's the guy that Jon left in charge of the Night's Watch.
I forget his name. Find anyone. Dolores said.
What?
Oh my god.
It's a message from the Night King. His army's between us and Winterfell. We're on foot.
We rode down to Castle Black. We can double up on the horses.
That's quite the message.
They leave interesting.
Get there before the 10.
Oh, the kid! Look at the kid!
Why did it scream
Terrified
like
me.
that?
It slowly opened his eyes and was like reaching for him, but it was stuck to the wall, so it just started screaming. It was like pinned to the wall, and he was trying to reach for him, and he was angry, like he couldn't reach him.
I don't ever remember them having that kind of a reaction, though.
But they've never been restrained. Like, think about the one they had chained up. It was screaming at Cersei, like, trying to get her. It was he, like, literally slowly opened his eyes. That, like, terrified me. I saw him slowly opening his eyes. Did you notice when it was happening?
Yeah, it
That's what
was.
you said it.
I literally saw him slowly opening, and I'm like, I lost my breath. I'm like, that is the
I
most
saw the
horrifying
blue,
thing.
and I was like, wait a second. And then you were like, oh.
And then he was like going like this, and he couldn't. He was like, ah! Blah, blah, blah. The White Walkers leave interesting messages.
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. Oh my God.
Harry's got a little gray beard now.
What?
Yo, he's so dying this season.
Probably.
He looks way different. Did he dye his hair to like
It looks
blend?
like he did.
He must have, because he's
Have you
blonde.
seen Game of Thrones the musical? The
No.
Gold
Oh,
Play
yeah.
thing?
Oh, look,
Like,
it's Brandon
Brandon
Henry.
home is like all I hear
Look,
when
he
I see
ran
him
through it
on
off.
the screen now. It's so sad.
Bran sees him, and he threw Bran off the wall.
Ah, good little reunion there.
Tell me that's the
Is it
end.
over?
What? No, it's a 70-minute episode.
I didn't even think it was an hour.
It isn't.
It says 69 minutes.
Why? We got nothing.
Oh, because they're probably going to do the whole, like, recap.
I told it. I said no one would die. Everyone in the chat was like, "Who's gonna die?" They said, "Will any known characters or major people die?" And I'm like, "I definitely think not. I don't think anyone's gonna die."
Twice.
Well, I got half the stream live. It cut off at 9:25. I almost feel like like something's wrong.
Well, they're going to do the whole recap of the series. That's what they usually do
Well, at
in the
least-
first one.
At least I learned about copyright. It said.
At least I learned.
It says HBO verified us that you were copywriting. You have a 90-day strike, but because this is your first strike, it will not be a permanent strike. In 90 days, it will go away. However, if you do it again in 90 days, it will count officially as a
I
strike.
can't live stream with it.
So I can't live stream for a week. Once the week's up, I can do whatever I want.
Do it next week. You're gonna get another strike, no?
Yeah, so I just can't do it with the mirror. I can do
don't know.
it.
I think you should also try to
audio,
put a
though.
cone on the microphone so they can't.
Yeah, it might even be
When
that.
I was a child,